Hi, it's Brad Jevons here from SA Partners. It's trying times, and I know a lot of people are going through a lot of hardship right now. And I was thinking to myself, how do I help? And I thought one thing I can do is develop a webinar, a free webinar, off of my book that's coming out soon, Agile Sales, and how to actually sell effectively remotely. We've all of a sudden had a massive transition. A lot of us are working from home now, including me. And so I want to be able to give back and provide some insights as to how you might be able to help. Because if you look at it, what's coming up now is potentially a big risky time for a lot of companies and a lot of people. A lot of people are already suffering. So looking over the coming weeks and months, there's a real potential that our company's sales, if they haven't already, start to dip and decline. And I think sales play a very big part here, because sales people have the potential to go out there and help their customers do things better and actually improve and help their companies, their customers' companies survive and sustain jobs there. But we also play a big part internally to our own companies. You know, we are the people that bring in revenue, and the more revenue we bring in at the moment, the more chance we've got of helping our company actually survive and help our people retain jobs too. So if we can, as sales, bring in more than what we traditionally have, or at least up our game at sales performance at the moment, there's a potential we can counteract some of the decline. So this webinar is only going to go for half an hour. It's a really agile, fast webinar. I don't want to take up much of people's times at the moment. And we're going to focus on 4 key elements. The first element is going to be about focus. In these times, focus is extremely important. You know, there's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, a lot of anxiety, and people need focus to be able to really work effectively through times like this. And so I'm going to talk about how do you do that with a remote team and give some insights onto that and really help your performance of the team remotely. The next element we're going to focus on is elevate. How do you elevate yourself? When you're selling remotely, it's a lot more difficult to build trust and actually engage strongly with a customer. And so we're going to talk about some topics here around how to elevate yourself and elevate your team to actually get greater performance remotely. The next topic we're going to cover is very important. It's around process. It's around how do you establish the processes and what processes really work remotely that enable your team to get a consistent level of performance but also continuously improve. You know, build practices and processes to actually keep improving and evolving through in this time. And the final element we're going to cover is critical to that is how do we build greater teamwork and collaboration through this time. One, to drive continuous improvement and help people communicate what they're finding, how can we do things better, but also just to help people psychologically through this time. You know, it's really important that teamwork remains strong and everyone's looking out for each other in these times, because that will ultimately help get the whole team through and help the performance of the business. So potentially, if there is value here, please join the webinar. To find out details about when the webinars are, go to the SA Partners website and just type in Selling Remotely with Agile Sales webinar, and you'll find the details. And I will be promoting the dates with this video and other things also. So hopefully I'll see you there. I'll talk soon. Bye.